Let's do it.
City.
My official name is Chris Corridon. My performance name is City.
Where do you live?
New York, Long Island, actually. Born and raised.
Do you remember where we met?
We met at Hugo's. Actually, I was just in LA in December, and I shot over there real quick. And just quick. I mean, it was to go, and I ate my hotel room, but it wasn't the same. But it was still good.
Let's go.
I've been a performance DJ. I've worked with Ashanti, the R&B singer, and Ja Rule for the past 12 years.
City.
Whenever I needed money, I would always just work harder or, raise my price or do more gigs or whatever. And I think that COVID really taught me that I really have to come back in and have different avenues of making money, and I can make money while I'm sleeping. Not because money is everything, but it does allow you a certain degree of freedom and a way to express yourself. I'm doing it now, so I'm looking to put out my own music, put out my own content, create my own shows in my way. Caribbean pop, Afro type of music with like pop vocal kind of twist to it. Be able to create music on my terms.
Let's go.
I remember like I had an uncle. He was like the cool uncle. He was the youngest one. And I remember like riding around in his car with him, and he would let me sit in the front. Like nowadays, he'd probably be arrested for that. You know what I mean? Like at that age, sit in the front. I didn't really see another way to live my life. Like, and trust me, it comes with a lot because my family is Trinidadian, so they have like a lot of old school traditional values that kind of don't gel with me, and there's a little bit of this going on, and then, I've just always wanted to create, and I always wanted to express myself musically. I just couldn't see like doing anything else. Like it just doesn't fit. Show me a job where you put 10% of work and get 90% return. Sign me up. Mm-hmm. Sign me up. But that's not how life works.
I've been so many places, but you should know. With you's the only place that feels like home.
You get out what you put in. Like, it's just simple. What it's taught me traveling is just like, first of all, we're blessed, right, to live in this country. I'm not one of those people that is, America's the greatest place on earth. It is one of the greatest places on earth, right? It's not the greatest. I learned that like, just because a person doesn't speak your language, and I don't only mean like from a verbal point, like from like a spiritual, religious point as well. Like there are different ways to communicate, and no one way is better or worse than the other. It just happens to be that way that person communicates. I went to Nigeria during the height of Ebola. And like, if you did the math, like it's nowhere near what COVID was, right? Even at Ebola's peak. And I went there and I was extremely ignorant. Like I went there and I was like, I'm not eating anything. I'm going to, leave my clothes there. And I'm not, I don't want to get Ebola. I wouldn't talk to I definitely spoke, but I wouldn't like, I was doing this before it was cool. And I brought 2 suitcases, one just full of clothes and one of food. My one of clothes never arrived. I didn't understand the gravity and of the energy I was projecting into the world. And I think God had to remove that for me to learn that lesson of like, how dare you go to somebody else's land and look to treat them that way? It might be my biggest regret in life. Now, if a white person was to do that and say that, we call them racist. But I did it, it's cool? Nah. We need to love and respect each other as we want to be loved and respected. I don't think that gives people right to burn things down and create devastation and destruction in your home city, or go to the US Capitol because you don't like the results of an election to go cause harm and inflict danger and, result in, I think now we're at 7 people that have passed between, with the suicides. So you want somebody to hold you to a higher standard that you're not willing to respect and love somebody else. Nah, that's not how that works, Jack. That's not how that works. It's not that word. Love, and respect. That would have been a great time for them to demonstrate how to act.
I've been so many places, but you should know. With you's the only place that feels like home. You're making my bones go out. You set my soul on fire. Yeah, you're losing me in your eyes. You're taking me for a ride. I'm in too deep.
talked about that you've always DJ'd. So did you start out doing like bar mitzvahs and weddings?
Yes, I still do. I still do. That taught me a level of polish that I don't know my colleagues and competition have. I think that that's kind of what separates me from other people is that I started out as an MC, being able to speak on a microphone and, being able to speak to a Long Island Jewish mom and being able to connect to somebody in Lagos, Nigeria, gives me a lot of range. So many problems in the world created by hate, but none of them been solved by hate. Everything's been solved by love and understanding and compassion and listening. Right after I meditate, I read this. It says, this is from Bear Bryant, the Hall of Fame college football coach from Alabama. He read this every morning, they said. This is the beginning of a new day. God has given me this day to use as I will. I can waste it or use it for good. What I do today is very important because I'm exchanging a day of my life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, leaving something in its place I have traded for it. I want it to be a gain, not a loss, good, not evil, success, not failure, in order that I shall not forget the price I paid for it.
I love it. That's one of my favorites too.
You know what's very important? Your team. I have, this I will brag about, I have the best team in the entire world. I have people that genuinely love me. I have people that we're very like-minded, but we're different. We view situations differently. And we love what we do. And we know that we are in a service industry, right? And we work for the people and to please people. And never lose sight of that. It's not about you, man. It's not about you. They didn't create all this for me and my benefit. No, my job is to make this better than I received it for the next person that's coming after me. That's it. If I do that, I'll be happy. And I know God will be happy with me.
Setting my soul on fire. You're making my bones go wild. You're setting my soul on fire.
Starve the ego, feed the soul. Eye candy's cool, especially like in like relationships and love. But eye candy's cool, but I need soul food, man. I need soul food. That's what keeps me going. I need soul food, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Give me a big wisdom, high note.
Big piece of, it was like my rainbow on like Jesus and Mero or something like that.
Yeah,
okay.
100%.
All right, let me see. One piece of wisdom. Nah, I'm gonna stick with our theme. I don't need to be. Simplicity is genius. Love each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just love each other. That is when you have love, you got everything. Love each other. That's it.
City. Keys. Let's go.
Slow-mo.